Finishing this hallway in Park MGM near the Fuzzy Green people. Here are some more of them. Today is... Which one am I filming today? Average pot size. I'm filming average pot size today. Yeah, that's about it. Keeping the variables the same. $3 big blind game, 300 max buy-in, just like Lake Elsinore. So I'm going to be playing at Caesars. I'm on my way to Aria now to eat something. I'm going to keep walking after that, go to Caesars, and yeah, it was what, $73 in Lake Elsinore. Oh, I expect it to be like $8 or something out here. Put your guess in the comments. We have a baseline. We have the California Wild Games 73, and we'll see what Vegas is. Yeah, so someone in the comments for the California Keep Track Week of Discount average pot size says Chops shouldn't count as 0. Chops not counting as 0 would give like Vegas an unfair advantage in like coming close to the average pot size of other cities. Chops count. Those are hands that are dealt. That's time we're at the table where there's not a pot. Like, we need to count chops in some respect. I don't know what better way to do it than count it as 0. No bets got called. I don't know if it's 1-2 and you wanted me to count it as $2. Like the $1 from the small blind matched the $1 from the big blind involuntarily before the first card was dealt. I guess I wouldn't have a problem with that, but I'm counting it as 0. It's not gonna change the average all that much whether I count it as 0 or 2. If it's a 1-2 game or a 1-3 game and there's a chop. But Caesars has chops just like Elsinore did, and yeah, chops will count as 0. I think that is by far the best way to do it. This is the count I'm most interested in, average pot size, finally inside Caesars Palace at 6 p.m. The 50 hands starting at 6 p.m. I'm counting the average pot size. When I'm done, I'll let you know what the average was. All right, counted the average pot size. Don't remember if I guessed, but if I did, it's on the screen right now. Gotta go voiceover, gotta put up some graphics and do a voiceover. So here it is, the pot size for all 50 hands with the average, and I'm going to explain it a little bit. 50 hands at Caesars Palace. Let's open up a grid. So hands across, well, the headings across the top, the columns are going to be the pot sizes, just like you're seeing right here. So first column is 1 through 10, last column is 41 through 50. Before I add it all up for you, let's look at the guesses. I had some people guess. So there was right after I went to MGM. That's why there's 3 MGM dealers. An MGM player also asked Rich. See him around Vegas a lot. Herbs and Rye, New Jersey, the guy whose driveway I was in when I went back to New York last December. So if we're going to go Price is Right rules, that means New Jersey wins, closest without going over at $25. If we're not going Price is Right rules, just closest, this guy I know, he lives in Indiana right now, I'm pretty sure. Maybe Illinois, one of the two. $38, because the totals and the averages at the bottom in red. Let's check it out. $1,799 was the sum of all the pots for these 50 hands. That means the average, divide that by 50, that means the average is $35.98. And my apologies to everyone I texted that night. I said $34.24. I just added it up quick in my head after the 50th hand, and I was off by a little. But it's $35.98, and I'll just say for the rest of the video, $36. So Indiana was only $2 off, and but closest without going over was New Jersey at $25. If you want to look at some trends, some patterns in here, we had this 27-hand stretch where there was only one pot bigger than $50 right there in the second column, hand number 13, lucky 13. Also, we had this many chops, 6 chops, and everything that has just 7 is someone raised and everyone else folded. There's, I think, 9 of them. So small blind 1, big blind 3, and when there's a raise and everyone folds, the only part of that raise that was matched was the first $3. It was matched by the big blind. So 1 in the small, 3 in the big, and $3 in the raise amount counts, and you get a total of $7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 9. So there were 6 chops. So 15 of the 50 were either chopped or someone raised pre and everyone else folded. So there you have it, less than half of what it was in California. And that day at Lake Elsinore actually wasn't a great Saturday. It was a little dead for a typical Saturday in California. So Caesars Palace, Saturday night on a fight night, it was $34.24 was the average pot, and that was actually a solid 5 hours. I was on 3 tables in 5 hours, 2 of them broke. That was actually average to very slightly above average table, and I stayed until the count was done, all 5 hours. And there's the average pot size. And in a month or so, 2 months, we'll see what it is in Council Bluffs.